With us now is our design and lifestyle correspondent. It is David Santiago. And yes, sometimes he is high maintenance. How are you, my friend?
Absolutely high maintenance. I'm on top of the world.
You really are. You're doing so many fantastic things. What touched my heart so much during this whole COVID thing, David, is the fact that you went in and you did a complete redesign of a home for a nurse.
Yes, and it's a work in progress. We're almost done.
Okay.
For Nurses Week, I wanted to give back.
Okay.
The way the nurses have been doing in the front lines. And I currently have 2 clients that are nurses, and it was a calling. So I put it out there on social media, and we got wonderful positive response, recommendations. And I quickly picked up the phone, old school, introduced myself, and I said, if you'll have me, you know, we could do this remotely via Skype or Zoom, but since you're local, if no one's home, I'd like to come by and look at the space and look at the project.
Wow.
Yeah.
And at first it was going to be a smaller scale.
It was going to be a consultation.
Okay.
And, you know, me giving back, and I got many of them. But when I walked in and I met her, I found out that she's a neonatal nurse at Hackensack Meridian Hospital. And she has 5 daughters.
Wow.
And this renovation just called for more than just a consultation. I knew I could do more, and I wanted to. So we started talking, and we came up with a design concept. And I called up some resources to privately open up their home furnishings, you know, the showrooms, like Our House Furniture, one of our sponsors.
Love them.
Bassett Furniture. And, you know, Bassett Furniture was doing their own promotional thing for Nurses Week, and it became a domino effect of people wanting to give back. My paper hanger is also a nurse at a middle school. She found out. She got on board because as the Prince of Wallpaper, there had to be wallpaper.
Right.
And we got to all contractors and suppliers donating their time, their products for the good deed, you know, of giving back. And through the Donna Drake show, we're able to capitalize on that and hone in on the visual story along, you know, as well as this story that we're talking about. I called you and I said, Donna, I'm onto something.
Happy.
I know.
Yeah.
And I said, let's tell this story. Let's share it. Good people are out there. We happen to work with them, and they showed up for us.
And you know what? Let's take a look.
For Nurses Week, I wanted to give back to the community. I felt compelled to contribute and give back to the cause during these difficult times, and specifically COVID. And what better way through design to utilize my talents to be able to elevate and help curate spaces with form, function, color, and refreshed and renewed ideas. Hello, hi Kim.
How are you?
I'm good, Kim. How are you?
Doing well.
I'm so excited.
Me too. The flowers are beautiful.
These are for you, and I can't wait to show the folks at
you.
home what we have in store.
Come on in.
So for Nurses Week, I wanted to give back to the community. And what better way than through my platform, Interior Design. I put a post out on social media, and voila, I met Kim LaFerry. And here we are for the Donna Drake Show, giving back to a nurse with a family of 5 daughters, a wonderful husband, and they were looking for color, not anything more, maybe a little guidance on space planning, but I felt compelled that I needed to help them. And that certainly turned into an act in design, and we went shopping and graciously called Our House Furniture in Hackensack, New Jersey, which is one of our sponsors for the Donna Drake Show, and they opened up the store for us. All masked up, by appointment only. They were enamored by the project and the good deed of what we were doing, and they stepped up to the plate and sponsored part of this project. And here we are in the family room that I am so excited to show you. We've got a wonderful sectional here that has form and function. It is motion, it reclines. The kids here can lay all together, watch a movie, watch a program, the news, the Donna Drake Show, all of it here, the family can enjoy. And we've got wonderful furnishings, the rugs of Bassett Furniture. Here's this gorgeous Our House ottoman that I am in love with. The entertainment center, Really cool, casual, chic, country vibe we have here for the LaFerries. And the window treatments, I mean, there are wonderful graphic element, backdrop, again, controlling light, form, and privacy. And what better way than to celebrate nurses with a beautiful curated space like this. So I wanted to share with you a little bit about Kim LaFerry's story, why nursing, how she got started, and what it means today to be a neonatal nurse during these difficult times, specifically COVID. Hi, Kim.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. So tell me, why nursing, and when did you get started?
I realized I wanted to become a nurse when I was in high school. I always wanted to take care of people, and didn't realize neonatal nursing until I started working at my first job at Valley Hospital and learned that babies get sick when they're born, and decided that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to work with babies and become a nurse and continue and take care of.
And how long have you been practicing now?
I have been a NICU nurse for 21 years.
Wow.
I've worked at multiple hospitals. My current job I've been at almost 20 years, and I work at Hackensack Meridian.
And not to put you on the spot, but do you have a standout moment during your career that has always stayed with you, that just keeps revisiting you in your thought process as you go to work on a day-to-day basis?
Not really. I mean, each case always has a special spot in my heart. I've taken care of tons of babies, and now with Facebook, I get to keep in touch with a lot of the families. So I really love the little babies and taking care of them and watching them grow and becoming, you know, mature and into little people.
And mentioning little people, you have 5 wonderful little people.
Yes, I do. I have 5 daughters. I also delivered my first set of twins extremely premature. So not only was I a NICU nurse, I'm a NICU mom as well, and continued to have another 3 children, and my second set of twins was my last.
Wow.
Yes.
I mean, what do you say to that? You know, I mean, that was so unexpected.
Very unexpected, and I'm still in shock that I do have 5 children, and now that they're 12, 11, and 9, it's a blessing every day and a challenge as well.
Well, blessings are what it's about. It keeps us going. It's the reason why we smile and why we make things happen, like this segment for the Donna Drake Show. As the Prince of Wallpaper, I'm known to use wallpaper in fun, unexpected ways. Bookcases are a great way to spruce up and add elements of surprise. Using a metallic cork wallpaper as a backdrop for a curated shelf is a really fun, unique way to reflect indirect light and energy back into the space, highlighting the details and pictures and sculptures that one may want to curate and display. And my wallpaper extraordinaire installer is Lisa Lanzolato. We've been working together for over 15 years, not to mention she's a school nurse. She did not hesitate to be part of this project to give back. One of my favorite things to do in small spaces and entryways is really do the unexpected. Put in a vibrant graphic element like this sunburst wallpaper, and it just invigorates energy into the space with the proper lighting. It's a wonderful way to welcome people into the home. And then marrying it into what used to be a family room is now a sitting room. So here we are. Now the family gets to gather in the sitting room. We have the outdoors in, a little bit of what's in the family room and the backyard with beautiful landscaping. I love the organic feel of accenting interiors with artificial plants, especially in areas that you can't have natural light come in. So we started with color. Chartreuse was a color that was unexpectedly an attraction to both of us while we were shopping. We decided to create form and function with a beautiful swivel chair. You could sit down, have a conversation, and pair it up with a wonderful transitional damask on the settee. And then we had the task of finding the right rug to collaborate with pattern and saturated color and still feel neutral and fresh. And we chose this beautiful subtle, faded, organic feel for the flooring. And one of my favorite things to do while working on a project is repurposing elements. And the mirror that was here in the previous family room was a vital key player in anchoring the fireplace. And I said to Kim, you know, I actually like it. I think it has a historical element, an ode to somewhere in time, and yet feel relevant and fresh. And it anchored this fireplace so beautifully. We're so pleasantly happy. So when I needed to amp it up again, I thought about the bathroom. I looked at Kim's vanity and I said, oh gosh, she needs some help. So I decided to call my brothers in business, John Z and Tom C from Paramus Kitchen and Bath. And they did not hesitate to design it forward and sponsor the vanity. John, what does this mean to you to be able to be part of this job for the LaFerry residents during Nurse Week?
Well, with everything going on with the COVID and the pandemic and being Nurses Week, you asking me, I knew I was going to be completely on board, and I was honored that you asked.
Good guy. Tom, tell us about Paramus Kitchen and Bath. What do they do? What kind of services do they provide?
Pretty much what the name of the business is, Paramus Kitchen and Bath. We basically take everything from A to Z, bathrooms, kitchens, countertops. We do full construction if needed. And you know, like John said, we're always there helping out and trying to do what we can in this industry to make it better. And working with you is always a pleasure because you always make it fun and exciting, and
Absolutely.
I always like to follow your design and your taste.
Thank you. And we're so happy. We're so happy and thrilled that he did say yes. And I wasn't expecting that. But that's what you do. We try to design it forward, and you're pleasantly surprised when people show up for you. No questions asked. They're like, how can we help? And that's all that matters during a time like this and a project so important and relevant. John Z here has a little known secret to all of us here in the industry. He is our go-to fabricator for granite, marble, quartz, quartzite, any unique customization. John at First Class Granite in Fairfield, New Jersey is your guy. Hey Donna! So when I needed window treatments, I contacted my guys, Ziegler & Sons, based in Bergen County, New Jersey. Where's my friend Ken? Ladies and gentlemen, the one and only Ken Ziegler. So you are my go-to source, the New Jersey, New York metro area supplier to the industry, retailers, the public. You do commercial, wholesale, you do it all. Tell me, when I called you and I asked you for window treatments, what made you say, David, we would love to contribute. We would love to even go further. What can we do?
It's good to help the community out. That's what it's all about, helping other people when they're in need. Right now, we're in great need. So to put a smile on somebody's face, it works wonders. And the material David picked out, it's incredible for the room.
And a little known fact about Ziegler and Sons, Ken is actually married to a devoted nurse, his wife, to the community, and we want to acknowledge that as well. This is, after all, for Nurses Week, and what better way than to shout it out and design it forward. Thank you, yes. Ken.
Okay, David.
I am loving my shades from Commerce Window Fashions from Ken Ziegler and Sons. They're the distributors for this wonderful shade company, and we are so thrilled they are part of this wonderful project. So, once again, Ziegler and Sons, Commerce Window Fashions. So when we were working here, I noticed that the floors needed some attention. Rather than ripping up the stone and going through an additional expense that really wasn't part of the budget, I thought, let's get them cleaned up and contact Caramusa Hard Surface Cleaning. They are my go-to source and restore old dingy floors to almost new, if not a new surface to walk on. Check this out. Absolutely pristine, almost new. Don't look at my shoes, but a floor definitely worth dancing on. Thank you, Caramusa. Mwah. So Donna, this was truly a family affair. So kids, what's your favorite room in the house?
Family room.
And who do we want to thank?
Donna Drake.
And who's your favorite designer?
David.
There you have it.
Fabulous story. Absolutely fabulous. David, I know you're so humble, but you deserve just a round of applause because you are so giving and your heart is so big. And I see how you transform their life. And so I'm happy for you and I'm happy for all of us. And you know, you're really talented. Just on a side note, you're really talented.
And I did, you know, I did not do it alone.
Okay.
These kinds of things don't happen alone. Sure, I put it out there, but the universe listened and they gave back a symphony.
Beautiful, beautiful. And how can people learn more about your design aesthetics?
Well, they could find me online on Instagram, casasanti.com, Strictly Santi on Instagram, Hospidential, which is a whole new concept that I've been working on. I'm not alone in the industry, but marrying the worlds of hospitality and residential, and how more prevalent is that needed now than people staying at home and having these staycations.
When you come back next month, can we talk about that? Can we talk about how to do a staycation in your own place? I'd love to do that.
We can do that. We can show the audience what I've done with some of the projects that I'm talking about and how to create a resort-like experience in your own backyard.
Lovely. Thank you, David Santiago.
Thank you.
There you go. So yes, he is our design and lifestyle correspondent. He's also my friend. He is so true blue. If you have a friend in your life that you know just warms your heart, pick up the phone, give them a call. You never know what kind of magic can happen next. Stay tuned.